A message from the management. Eating and drinking while viewing these videos is not advised. Please be aware you do so at your own risk. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. It's comments time. Hannah, will there be videos tonight, Jules? I miss them. I even say to Jed, when it's too hot and I can't do anything, I'm like, poor Hannah, she'll be sat there going, refresh, where is she? I'm really sorry, but I've done one. I will be doing others after I do this. Just know they will all be done, but they don't always come when you think they will. Sorry, Hannah. Who is MFW? Wasn't that Miss Fucking Wonderful? I've no idea who she is. I never watched her, but she had a YouTube channel, and I think that's what it was called. Wigging out. The bottom line is that no amount of money, product, or surgery will keep anyone from showing the signs of aging. Even the most wealthy people amongst us are aging, and it shows. Kim Kardashian doesn't look 20 anymore. None of them do. They look great for their ages, but youth is fleeting and never recaptured. And what is so wrong with aging? Our society is so averse to it, and I think that it's shameful. The elderly should be revered and valued instead of becoming invisible. I totally agree with you, you know. I think there's more pressure on girls today, though, than there ever was before, with Instagram and all that nonsense and the internet. They're expected to look fucking 22 for the rest of their days, and it's hard. And thankfully, Madam isn't at all interested in Instagram or the internet or any of that. Otherwise, I would be that mother that was saying, no, you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on this, that and the other, because all it does is make them feel inadequate, because all you see on there are people that are filtered and Botoxed and whatever to fuck, and nobody can be that. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I used to keep saying about Lardy, putting all those catfish pictures up on the dating sites, and then she turns up and they're like, who the fuck are you? Just be yourself. But nobody can do that anymore. Claire, Lisa got her bits out on YouTube. There's a video where she was getting changed in her rental thing and showing her lady garden. I think I've got it somewhere. I might put it up at some point, Claire. See, chat room, hello. Nobody's going in the chat room. Poor James was there all on his own. I'll give you a heart, James. It's hard, see, that's the thing. I wish YouTube would bring it back so that you could talk to each other on the community page. Not on the community page. There was a page where people could come and leave a message and you could answer them and whatever. Anything that's any good, they take it away. It's stupid. Mamacita! Greetings, Jules. Thank you for all your efforts and humour. Dwindling indeed, narcissistic idiot. Thank you very much, Mamacita. There'll be nobody on there soon. Hi Donna, thank you for the hearts. It'll be Patreon. What Patreon? Cynthia, Lisa does not look well. Seriously, no, I've been thinking that she didn't look well, but today she looked more human in the Friday haul that wasn't a haul. Bonnie, I agree. Maybe she's getting way over her head with all of her goals. Exhaustion could do a real number on a person. Tell me about it. What was she saying in the Friday haul today? She's starting her own makeup line. She must have heard me saying that's what she should have done from the start, and now she's like, oh, John, do you think? Okay. Maybe, back in the day, and built up a fucking customer base. I can't see anything happening with it now. Especially when all she's going to be doing is making stuff she likes. She won't think about anybody else. It'll just be her. Elizabeth, yeah. Love the comments from our beautiful YouTube family. Thanks, Jules, for doing this. I do. It's like having a live without having a live, because you get to say what you want to say and I get to answer you. Talking of lives, I thought that people earn loads from them. Right? I looked. The last live I did, I think it was about 3 hours long, and I had about 50 people in and out and what have you. Do you know how much it earned? Not that it's always about the money, but, you know, I was trying to earn a level income so I could pay off this laptop, which I've just done. Thank you, everyone. 11p. 11 pence was all it earned. And it's like, what's the point of doing them then? I thought Lardy was earning from them because, you know, she didn't always get super chat, did she? So I was thinking, well, she must be earning doing the lives, otherwise she wouldn't be doing them, because we all know what Lardy's like. Yeah, 11p. I got Jed to guess. I'm like, guess how much that earned? And he's like, I don't know. When I said it, he was like, is that all? It's like, yeah, 11p. Nobody loves me. Bo, me too, Elizabeth, sending you a virtual hug. Bonnie, Jules is definitely a special person, and for this we all love her. Oh, Bonnie, you're very special too. Bo, big hugs to you too, my friend. Take care. Just in case you don't see each other's messages, that's why I read them out. Bonnie, her topics have been very basic. No one will want to continue paying for this. No, because it's stuff she's talking about. It's stuff she's spoken about before. It's videos people can get on YouTube for free. She's asking them what should she talk about. It's not worth $25. Elizabeth. Yes, she's sectioned, hoping to visit her sometime after I return from Wormwood. I don't know what that was in reference to. Deb, laugh my butt off. Whatever you do, sweet friend, don't visit a McDonald's. You may run into Mrs. Wormwood herself. Please give Lardy a flip off from me and the pet she's tortured. Exactly. Hi Deb, love your witty comments. Take care, warm hugs. Can you imagine running into one of them in real life? Oh, the joy. I'd love to see Lardy try and run, because I know for a fact if I walked up behind her and went, it's me, I'd frighten the ever-loving shit out of her. Barbara, not surprised at all. Thanks, Jules. It'll be gone soon. Bonnie, I think Lisa is not handling the ageing process very well. Not at all, Bonnie. She's hating every second of it. Jar Jar agrees with you. LPH, I can't even listen to her nonsense for free, let alone pay for it. So many interesting and intelligent women out there to listen to. Exactly. Why would anyone listen to her? I don't get it. Elizabeth, it's true, Jules. You have a very soothing musical voice. A joy to listen to. Thank you. I've done another 2-minute story on my other channel, and I'm thinking about starting a series of stories from Anarch's daughter. Do you think anyone would be interested in that? Bo, it was dumb for anyone to join her Patreon, but it's even dumber if anyone stays. Exactly. You'd think, wouldn't you, the minute they saw what it was going to be, after the first month, they'd be out of there. Cynthia, my heart goes out to those who are in high temperatures. The mountains allow us not to even need AC. Oh, it's cool up in the mountains, isn't it? But I have empathy and hope some cool wraps help. We do watch for fires though. Yeah, they're scary. Stay safe wherever you all are, be it in the heat or the cold. Helen, glad I made you laugh with my Menno bollocks pause comment. I couldn't have said it better myself, Helen. And I heard it in a Scottish accent. Elizabeth, yes, this is hysterical. Helen, it sums it up, Elizabeth. My sister Elizabeth also approved. Yeah, should be a new word in the dictionary. They put new ones in every year. We should go for that one. We want Menno bollocks pause. Put in the dictionary. Raven, have your life inspired and coached by Ellie Mae Clampett. I'd rather have Ellie Mae Clampett coach my life. Beguile me. Hey, let's not bring Ellie Mae into this. I'd pay for her classes. Snap. Wendy, have to say the critters seem to do a lot better with Ellie Mae too. Wendy, and Ellie has her own cement pond. Elizabeth, Janice is circling the drain. She'll just jump ship and do something else, won't she? Melanie, I was 10 minutes into what I thought was a Jeffree Star video before I realised it wasn't him. That's how I came across Lisa on YouTube. I must have clicked on what I thought was his thumbnail. The similarities are uncanny. I've had loads of people come here and go, oh my god, I thought it was Jeffrey. Susan, Lisa should be so lucky. Yeah, wouldn't she love his money? Not so much his... Mind you, yak meat, carnivore diet, there you go. She'd be sorted, wouldn't she? Bo, Lisa's Patreon members is sinking faster than an elephant in quicksand. Tammy, she's looking rough. Everyone's saying that. Christine, I give the Patreon another month and then she'll advertise her one-on-one sessions, which she'll tout as being much more effective and charge $100 plus per session. I can just see it coming. This MLM, which she seems to be a part of, is rather scary if anyone does a little research on it, but I guess a few will drink the Kool-Aid. Love you, Jules. Thank you. Being housebound for most of the time now without your videos is a rather scary thought. Ah, I'm an author by profession but can't even do that now. Oh, I can't write anymore with a pen or pencil and my hands are too bad to type for more than a few minutes at a time. Books don't get written that way, that's for sure. I had planned to have a book of my short stories published over a year ago and have written them all, but I'm unable to compile it properly. Another chapter of my life closed due to this fucking disease. In thinking about it now, I should have posted this on your other channel. Sorry. Don't you worry, Christine. You can post it anywhere I am. How about you have a look from your side how you set up getting it read on Audible, right? If you can't get round to getting it published and printed and all that malarkey, see if you can have it done on Audible, just Audible, and people don't actually buy a physical copy, because you might be able to do it that way. Or start a YouTube channel and read your stories. People love listening to stories on YouTube. Not mine so much, but do you know, you could do that. Or what else could you do? I'm sure if you shouted out for help in the writing community on Twitter, there's some really nice people out there. They might be able to point you in the right direction of getting some help. But if you've got a book in your head and can you do speech to text on something, on an iPad or on your laptop or whatever, so you don't have to actually use your hands, just talk it out and then go back and edit it if you can, or get someone else to go through it and edit it for you. And if you ever want me to narrate them on Audible, just give me a shout. I'm doing a book at the moment when this heat buggers off, and I've got another one lined up afterwards, and the person I'm doing it for, I've read a few of his stories. His name's Lee Wilson, and I've done a few of his stories on my other channel, and they really speak to me. So I said to him, have you ever thought about, not saying I want to do it, and he said, yeah, but I can't pay anyone. And I think that's the impression most people are under, that you have to have money to do it. You don't. So if you've written the story and you can put the chapters up on there, hang on, I'll show you what my page looks like. Chat amongst yourselves, everyone else. I'll be back in a minute. Where's my thing? There. Right, I'm doing a book at the moment, right? And what happens is they send me the manuscript, but at their end they put things up, and it's like opening credits, and then it's like all the different chapters, all the way to 38, then closing credits, and then an audio sample, and then I record it and I upload it, and then all that goes through to Audible. All you need is a cover picture for the story. And I don't think you have to have an actual physical book, because Lee, I'm not sure I think his is on Kindle, but I don't think he has any physical books either. So you can get it on Kindle and you can get it on Audible. Then You upload your story on here, a bit that you want people to audition with, and people go along and they look at all these different things, and then they click on the one they like the look of, and they get the audition script. They send you an MP3. If you like the sound of their voice, then you offer them the job, and then normally it goes like a royalty share. So you and me get the same amount of money, and then so much goes to ACX for doing all the bits behind the scenes and uploading it to Audible and all that malarkey. If you want to know any more, just email me, Christine, on chattoexposed@aol.com, and I can see if I can get your book sorted out, because it's a shame that you've got a book sitting there that nobody's getting to read just because your hands have given up on you. I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel, but there's ways around it, and we will find them. Bonnie, lol, I'm the same way about animals. I could never own a chicken, horse, etc. If the weather was bad, I'd bring them all inside. Sit at the table. Here's your dinner. Yeah, I can't imagine having to butcher things, but thank God there's butchers out there, do you know what I mean, that do it for us. But I do feel bad about eating animals. Elizabeth, me too. I couldn't live on a farm. No, they die of old age on my farm. LPH, where's the Dior notebook? Oh, that's only for very special notes. Bonnie, I so enjoy your voiceover channel. One of my favourites is Grow Old With Me. I don't know how many times I've listened to that. It's a beautiful story, isn't it? With a bit of a turn, and you don't know what's... I like the twist at the end, but he writes some amazing stories. I'm hoping he comes back off his musical tour soon so I can do Chris and her daughters. Bonnie, and tramadol helps her 5-minute fibro flare. I don't think the meds would even touch it. What a load of crap. Exactly. I'm on meds all day and they do fuck all. I wish I could just take a tramadol and it'd go away. Sarah, I hope that I'm not hijacking this thread. Nobody hijacks anything. That was her, wasn't it? You're hijacking the live, making it all about you. Susan, you are free to express your opinion no matter what it is. Nobody gets told off for writing long comments or multiple comments, or even telling me I'm fat and ugly. So please delete if inappropriate. But this is something that I feel so passionately about. It seems like a few here are suffering from fibromyalgia. Can I just say, please, never ever accept Cymbalta from your doctor as a treatment. I don't think we have it over here. I've never been offered it, and I don't think... I've heard about people in America using it. I don't think we've got it in the UK. I'm not sure. I truly believe that it's the most evil drug on the planet. It can work for some temporarily, but has been proven to make matters worse further down the line, which you might only find out when it stops working, at which point you've probably been put on the highest dose, and you can't even imagine the myriad of other life-destroying symptoms it causes. I was only on it for 7 weeks for depression, not fibro. Tapered off according to doctors' recommended guidance. What a joke. This stuff takes years to taper off. I'm now in month 3 of utterly debilitating withdrawal symptoms, many of which mimic fibro. I can barely function, so my heart absolutely goes out to you who suffer from fibro. If any of you need or want help getting off this poison, then I recommend Cymbalta Hurts Facebook community. 40,000 sufferers and counting. Oh my god. And nobody's doing anything about it. What is it with the fucking medical professionals that they don't listen to their patients? And they're still putting people on this shit. My heart goes out to you, Sarah, and I hope you can wean yourself off it. And send love to the people on the Facebook group from me. That's disgusting. It's like I watched that thing I said a while back. It wasn't Vicodin, was it? What was it? It was another thing That was supposed to be the be all and end all, that it worked for 24 hours in your system, you only needed to take one tablet and it wasn't addictive, and now everybody's dying. And once again, like all things, money talks. Cece, gross. Look at that hanging skin on her arm. Lisa looks so old and saggy. You'd think if she lost all that weight she'd have nice toned arms, wouldn't you? Crispy chicken skin. That's what I used to call my gran. She used to say to her, you look like a crispy chicken. I will one day. That's when she'll get her own back on me. If I lived that long, she'd be laughing at me. Jaja, what woman in her mature years needs her advice? This is the time of life I don't want to be told what to do or how to do it. I already have been there and done it. Get over yourself, Looney. Exactly. It's like what the video I just did, she was saying, oh, I'll do a video telling you how to use the hair mask. Really? Fuck off. Susan, I don't know what Lisa's subs thought was going to be different on her Patreon. She does nothing on there that she hasn't done for free on YouTube. Anyone who paid for her Patreon deserves to be suckered. They do though, really, don't they? That was very nearly Scouse. Scousers go, they do though, don't they though? Anyway, Wendy, late to the party, but that ideal shade was the worst one of most of the Lancome neutrals. She's going to be remaking it apparently. I felt like it was bronze, tan, caramel or rusty coloured, and I don't use any of those tones for lip colour, except once in a while a very not orange caramel. So good riddance, Ideal. Hey Mrs. Vibey, you're so affluent, why don't you just hoard the last of them from around the world? There's a website in some third world country somewhere that has it in stock, lol. No, she's going to be making her own now. But it'll just be the colours that she likes. Oops, I told her which Redken to use for rebuilding her scarecrow scalp. She refused to wear it, and now she's into Redken when all along she refused to use it. Also, the silver is not the classic, the red one is. I had Redken once. Bonnie might have seen my empties video with that one. It drove me mad. It had a big thing with the pump, so you pumped it all the way down, fuck all came out, and then it took 3 weeks to go really, really slowly all the way back up before you could pump. Even if you pulled it, you couldn't pump it. Fucking worst pump on everything. Put me right off Redken, that did. And I only got it because it was in a really, really, really good sale. I haven't got that sort of money to spend on shampoo. Cat Mama, I'd rather have a colonoscopy without anaesthesia than listen to this woman talk and pay for it. I mean, really. E-Rock, thank you very much for your like. I want that, if you hear this, which you probably won't, but I want that big bird. It was so cute. Rolling around. You just want a normal life, Jules. I feel your pain and frustration. Sue, stuck here with progressive MS. Stay well, Jules. Best wishes, Sue. Sending you gentle hugs, Sue. MS is no fun. We're all just one big gentle hug, aren't we? All of us. Everyone's got their thing in this group. We're all looking after each other. James, just to back every single person up that I already said it. When you turn your fan on, it does not overpower your audio whatsoever. Thank you. You can hear the humming of it, but it actually creates a calming effect, if any. It's not disruptive whatsoever. If you did not say anything, people may not have even noticed. So please use your fan whenever you feel like it, and not worry about us. Love you. Love you too, James. And he says, hi, ladies. 5132 to 5147. I don't know if she would reveal it often on her videos, but I know she would cancel on people left and right all the time. I think it came down to a couple of things. Right, let's see that first. 51 to 47. 32 to 47. And an excuse for not going out with her friend, that her friends probably got all ready and excited to go out with her, and she's like, oh, I can't come, I'm having a fibroflare. She did it all the time. I think it came down to a couple of things. It may... Right, hang on. If I may I do a Laurie Beth saute for one moment? Great. Let's do some cooking, not making. Add a cup of laziness, add a gallon of broke, 1 tablespoon of social anxiety, and 3/4 tablespoons of my subscribers did not give me enough super chats, and finish it off with, I have nothing to show for myself, not even a job. Bon appetit. You have a way with words, Mr. James. 54 right. The entire comment is hysterical, but I just wanted to highlight what I was talking about. This is so funny. This is the kind of sick humour I love. Bravo. Right, so 49 to 57. And pretending to have a disease in the movie. I'm not looking for sympathy. Goes to Lardy. The Oscar for her portrayal of the best life coach in the world, and for being the... Which one was that? The Oscar for her portrayal of a woman pretending to have a disease in the movie. I'm not looking for sympathy. This is the kind of sick humour I love. Bravo. I just got word that Sean and Kevin did the ceremony, and there was a beautiful musical performance by Sherry. Country rap song called Boy Zipping In. I so want Sherry to come on. I'd love to do a live with Sherry. Also, Laurie brought a washed up woman to the ceremony with her. When the press asked her name, Laurie walked away from the camera and down at the floor. Looked away from the camera. No, walked. Looked down at the floor and just said, my friend. It was revealed later on in the night that she paid the subscriber to go with her for popularity. The viewer was never seen or heard from again. None of them are they? Her best friends. Yeah. Donna, thank you for the thumbs up and the prayers. Bonnie, I don't understand why ageing is so difficult for her. I realise she wants to look her best. I'm fighting it. But all the fillers, Botox and surgeries will not change what someone is like on the inside. Well said, Bonnie. Well said. Narcissists are afraid of ageing because, having relied on only their looks and not developing their personality and emotional intelligence, which makes them very shallow and terrified of looking older. Sad as each stage of life is rewarding. Very true, Elizabeth. Sassy. Not changing her outside for the best either. She has that hard drag look from too much fiddling. There's a word choice. Fiddling. Bonnie, no worries. I'm sure it's not any different than the others. New eyeshadow palettes. She's stepping outside of the box. Foundation, sunglasses, and of course a boatload of clothes. I can't even remember what it was now. Hey Jules, hey Sarah. Bonnie, oh by the way, I'm not against fillers or any other procedures, it's just not my thing. Exactly. It's like as soon as I hear Botox, it's like no, that's botulism. No. Cece. Lisa looks absolutely awful without makeup. She looks like a rough 60-year-old. She needs to stay out of the sun. She's aging terribly. Elizabeth, my friend who is over 60 looks much better than Lisa, and she isn't covered in thick makeup and lipstick either. She didn't get the memo, did she? Less is more. Charlene, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? I felt sorry for Brooke having to go through that, to be fair. Elizabeth, lol. And cracking badly as it does. Deb, oh my god, so funny. You lot are funny. Sue. Oh my god, is that your surname? Bandy. That just reminds me of Del Boy. Take her for a steak. You'll knock her, Bandy. Sorry, it's a British thing. If you haven't seen Only Fools and Horses, it's said with love, Sue. Lisa should be enjoying this, but she looks so awkward and uncomfortable, isn't she though? Charlene, she really is. Well, she really does. Jumping ahead of myself and reading words that aren't there. Bay, she wants to be in control and she can't be while Brooke is trying to do her thing. Exactly. Sue, I might be reading too much into it, but I feel this is the real Lisa. Her videos feel so fake to me, and I was a fan of hers previously. I fell for the act. This is the real Lisa, and actually the real Lisa is actually worse than what you saw on here. It's all an act, Sue. She's evil. She agrees with you. So, Wanda, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, it's all an act, all smoke and mirrors. I've been telling people all along and they wouldn't believe me, and it's like now she's letting the fucking thing drop. What do they say? The veil. Jane, I'm sorry you grew up with a narcissist as a mother, Jules. Thank you, sweetheart. I can only imagine how difficult that was. I can say without exception, everyone I know who suffers fibro had an abuser in their young life. I had, not my parents, Jules, you know my story. I haven't met anyone that with fibro that had a happy, perfect childhood. It's weird. I think they should have that on the list of diagnostics. Elizabeth, you make a great point, Jane. Chronic illnesses, whether emotional or physical, is definitely exacerbated by childhood traumas. Hugs, my dear. Maria, hugs to our beautiful Jules. Thank you, sweetheart. We love you, and what a blessing to now have a whole community of women who love, enjoy and care for you. Thank you. And we all care for each other here as well, Maria. So if you ever need a shoulder, we're all here. Katnian, she so wants to put on more foundation and add liner and lashes. I know, she's desperate, isn't she? It was her face. Is that all the foundation you're going to use? Yep. Too funny. Elizabeth, my daughter looks much better than I do, and I'm very proud of this, as she's younger, so it's as it should be. Exactly. Unfortunately, my mother was unemotional and detached, so had to take an anti-anxiety med while spending time around her. However, was able to accept that this was our relationship and managed to grow more comfortable with myself and try not to let her attitude affect my life. The truth is that, as Jules has mentioned, my confidence was not great. Narcissists don't realise the damage they inflict on others. Sad but true. They don't realise it, Elizabeth, and they don't care. That's the worst part about it. If somebody said to my mother, don't do that, you're upsetting her, it'd be like, well, that's her problem. She needs to grow thicker skin or something. It'd never be she was in the wrong. Me. I was always wrong. Susan, I love it when my daughter looks great. She's in her early 40s and I wouldn't even dream of competing with her. I'm proud of her. Yay. Beguile me. I'm sorry you had to endure this. I know Jules and probably quite a few of us here had narcissistic mothers. That is probably why we're all drawn here. Yeah. We're our own little support group, aren't we? Elizabeth, exactly. It's lovely to see our children looking beautiful. Like, Madam never wears makeup. I thought, there you go, thinking again. I thought she'd want to mess with my stuff and that as she got older, and that, you know, would have, no, not in the least bit interested. And neither does she need it. She's absolutely perfect as she is. Thanks, my dear. Warm hugs. It's so strange, as if you love your mother but dislike her so very much. I totally understand the feeling. People did that, oh, you only get one mum, and why are you cutting her out? And it's like, it's easy for you to say when you had a perfect upbringing. I had to do it for my own sanity. If my mother was still in my life, I wouldn't be doing this. That's for sure. Bo, what is happening with Lisa's hairline? It's retrieving. Don't you love fucking prompt text bollocksy thing that types words that you weren't even thinking? It's receding faster than the glaciers in the Arctic Sea. Oh, but it's growing. She's got new growth this long. Deb, your analogies are spot on. Aren't they though? She's very funny. Hilarious. Lisa, Brooke is a very pretty girl. I think so too. I think she's got a really cute little face. Elizabeth, she's a very patient person too. Lisa never stops trying to control the situation and bossing her around. Mentioning Lisa's smile lines must have irritated her so much. Yeah. I bet she was dying to bark at her and she couldn't because she was on camera. She takes after her father. She's got a bit of Lisa in her, Bella, don't you think? She's not all John, I don't think, but then I'd need to have them side by side to say. Sassy, she looks like her mummy dearest and fuck boy toy daddy, a combination like many children do. That's what Brooke called her dad, by the way. It wasn't Sassy losing the plot. I wouldn't doubt neurotic Lisa has obsessed about her looks around Brooke, but good one, Elizabeth. That's the thing, she does obsess over it. Today I did a thing, I did the Friday haul, and she bought some hair slide things, hair grip thingamybobs. I'm thinking of getting one actually to see if it'll hold, because when I've got the fan on, all this side blows over here and it's annoying me, it tickles, so I might get one to see if it'll hold my hair back. But I haven't got enough hair. You know the ones with all the teeth? David Beckham used to have one back in the day, where you just push it back. Well, she got 2 of them, gave one to Brooke. Brooke wore it today or yesterday, whenever, and she was like, oh my god, and she looked so good in it, so I had to put mine in. Elizabeth, Brooke is more emotionally mature than Lisa and is desperately trying to please her mother, hoping one day she makes her own life choices and decisions. Also that Will gets his surgery and gains confidence. It's a shame. I just want the 2 of them to get the hell out of there. Pinky Pink Twinkle, you're new. Hello. What surgery is that? I'm new here, so curious. Everybody's saying that Will has a protruding jaw, so his teeth are further forward at the bottom than they are at the top, and he should have had it done when he was little, and he hasn't. And Elizabeth is now going to tell you. Will has a rather unfortunate jutting jaw, which should have been corrected when younger, but it wasn't. Whilst his mummy dearest spent loads of money on unnecessary stuff, he appears to lack confidence because of this, and his education seems to have stopped. Lisa gives him no attention, being so wrapped up in her own world. Sassy, I agreed with Joel's prior take on the boy having surgery at a young age. This is a parent's responsibility, but Lisa would just say he doesn't wanted to. Well, Lisa is in denial, period. Yorny too busy with his golf clubs and gym, rat-tat into care. Just left me mama's head in her purse strings, endless mall hopping. 'Twas easier that way. But that's the thing. It's like, there's things I've had to say to Tech Helper Madam, and I felt fucking awful. But it's like, I'm their parent. That's my job. They know I love them. I can cope with them hating me for a week. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if something needs to be said, it needs to be said. And if something needs to be done, you need to override them sometimes. What did she put her foot down about? No, not getting his jaw sorted, holding him back a year in school because she didn't think he was mature enough to move up. The school fought tooth and nail for him to move up, and she fucking kept on. She's not that sweet southern little lady that everyone thinks she is. I bet the teachers were so glad to see the back of her. But yeah, she forced them to hold him back a year. That was horrible. All you needed to do was, if you think he wasn't keeping up, is give him a little bit extra homework and help him at home on the weekends. You don't hold him back an entire year so he's the oldest kid in the class and everyone's making fun of him. Anyway, Amanda, she wasn't enjoying this at all. Her face says everything. She was trying to control every move. It's a bit of a mystery why she's suddenly involving Brooke, but clearly, as Brooke has quite a full face, doing what she does on herself would not work on an older, more hollowed face. Quite a full face, yeah. Her dramatic reaction to things does make me wonder how romantic time with John goes. But she nearly jumped 8 foot when she sprayed her with the thing. What's wrong with her? Bella, she needs Brooke because having Brooke on her videos give her more likes and views. Let's face it, Lisa is boring. Same clothes, same makeup, same hairstyle, same everything. Lisa wasn't getting as many likes and views on her videos when she just did her makeup videos by herself. Sassy, I suggested some time back if she was smart she would include her daughter as a mother-daughter team. Seems her overinflated ego has finally taken a backseat to cold harsh reality that she's in dumpkin debt and that ARM coming due. She's talking about having to suck it up too. I hate it when she says that. I just suck it up. Like she has a really hard life. Bo. Buying subs isn't really growing her channel. It's views, likes and shares that work, including Brooke. Is her strategy for more views and likes. I tell you, I'm going to fucking tweet YouTube again today and say to them, look, I've asked you numerous times for a straight answer and you won't give me one, so I'm going to buy views and watch time for my other channels so that I can get monetized. Is that okay? Watch them then jump up and down. No, you can't do that. Well, why is Lisa getting away with it then? Bo, I have to say that Lisa looks better and younger with a more natural makeup look. I'm 60. Are you? Wow. I'm 68 and in my opinion, as we age, less is more. There will be a day though I'm going to come on with a full face of slap and frighten the shit out of all you. Who's she? Elizabeth, completely agree. Well said. Hugs, my friend. I do like when I wear makeup for people to know I've got makeup on, but I don't do 85 layers of foundation like Lisa does. Yes, and it's classier look as well. Oh, no wonder Lisa piles on the makeup, lol. She doesn't do classy, does she? Sorry, I didn't say your name, Deb. Elizabeth, I want different bones, please. I know, what load of bollocks was that? I've got different bones. Jane, I'm all about feeling and looking your best, but holy shit, the level of vanity here is totally over and beyond healthy. Here's a little word to the wise, dumb fuck. Get on with your short life. A song written by an Irish singer-songwriter, Dr. Brian Kennedy. Check it out, it's very real. Says it all, really. Bonnie, okay Jane, I stopped the video and looked up the song. First, he's very handsome, but holy shit, the song is perfect. Panda, it's her theme song. I love it. I'm going to play it after this. I can't play it in this because I'll get dinged. Deb. Oh, no, that's answering someone. Maddie, you hit the nail on the head, Jules. That's exactly what she wants. To look like her Brookie. Not a chance in hell. She really thinks she'll look exactly like her. She can't even allow Brooke to have her own look. Hugs, Jules. Love you. Thank you, Maddie. That's the thing. She can't let her have her own look. She can't have Brooke looking better than her. Brooke, are you listening? We're not being mean. This is the truth. Deb, yes, and she specifically wants to look like Brooke did when they did the Nordstrom haul. I know, it's really sad. Bo, Lisa, your face is bonier because of your carnivore diet. Lauren, I think she's throwing me off in that granny cardigan and her awkward expressions, just weird. Bizarre, says Elizabeth. The cardigan is throwing me off too. I never even noticed the cardigan. What was I watching? Thank you, Melanie. Bella, lol, I thought the same thing. With all of the provocative clothing that she wears, she's wearing a granny cardigan covered up to the neck. Very odd. Lauren, she really looks awkward with Brooke. Doesn't she though? Charlene, it did me also. Oh, now I'm going to have to go and look at that cardigan afterwards as well. Christine, Jules, can you believe that she said what she did about Brooke's glowing look and now wants to copy it? It's effing unbelievable. I was actually shocked at that one, but then again, it's Lisa at her narcissistic best, isn't it? I'm sorry you weren't recording. I would have loved to see your reaction to those comments, but maybe in the next one when Brooke does her makeup. She couldn't let Brooke take any of the attention away from her in the Nordstrom haul. She disgusts me. She disgusts me too, Christine. I'm going to go back and do that one when I've forgotten what I said. Because if I go back too soon, I'll be second guessing myself when I'm saying things, because it's like I've said that or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Elizabeth, HRH is not amused. We will not be doing this again. No, we won't. Or it'll be a job requirement for her steamer that she never wears makeup on the job, so she doesn't look better than Mummy. Bonnie, oh my gosh, Lisa is definitely uncomfortable, isn't she? Moon Fairy, this should be good. Just got your notice. Hope you enjoyed it. Christine, seems to me that this is a reaction video to the relatively filterless video with Brooke. Too many wrinkles were obvious in that one, especially around her mouth and neck. Anybody can see this in her regular videos if they go back a few years. It's just regurgitated bullshit. Yep. Sassy, yep, she needs to roll out the dough and shallow is all she knows. I've seen puddles that are deeper. Moon Fairy, that Brooke brow without a tail makes her look angry. Terrible. Lisa uses a paintbrush for foundation. She looks so uncomfortable. Poor Brooke needs jaw surgery too. Annoying how she holds the brush. I really can't stand either of these two. This was painful to watch, very boring. The blind leading the blind. This is like two strangers meet for the first time. But I love you, Jules, and your humour. Thank you. Elizabeth, a message to the management. Try to take a Valium, y'all, before watching so as to keep blood pressure down. Nah. Doesn't work. Actually, I don't have Valium. Elizabeth, hey girls, it's Elizabeth, and I'm so pleased I'm not Lisa. No hauls, no tons of makeup. Hugs, Jules. Hugs to you, Elizabeth. Deb, hey girl, we are even more pleased that you are not Lisa. We love you just the way you are. Aww. Bo, thank God, Elizabeth, we like you the way you are. Love to you too, Deb. Hugs. I love how you lot all get on. Wigging out. Yes, there are actual companies that you pay a monthly fee to buy subscribers. I'm with you, Jules. I wonder if Laurie is incarcerated or something. She doesn't have the discipline to stay off social media. Is she still posting to Instagram? Nope. And she's still, what is it? Private. Maybe she's doing an OnlyFans channel, but if she were, she'd have to brag on the success of it, or bitch about the failing of it on here. Someone happy with herself doesn't have extensive cosmetic work to look completely different. Hell, Lisa doesn't even use her real name. I get Jules is a nickname for Julie, but is Lisa a nickname for Melissa? Not that I've ever heard. Wouldn't she be called Mel? I'd call her Mel. I wouldn't call her Lisa, but hey ho, I'm not from that area of the world. Maybe it is, I don't know. Bluebird Traveller. It's a British thing. That's something someone who's never been anywhere would say by making a sweeping generalisation. Hope Brooke can see more of the world than North Carolina in life. I hope so too. But yeah, I was like, what do you mean it's a British thing? Elizabeth, lol, I'm British and prefer minimal makeup. There you go, see, you're not the norm though, are you, Elizabeth? Cole. Is true, but we Americans are used to be painted with a broad brush. Americans are fat, Americans are rude, Americans are uncultured. Guess the last statement was what you just asserted. I've never heard... Loud, yeah. Not rude. Loud, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure we all do that, but it's like, it was just weird the way she went, yeah, it's a British thing. You wear tons of makeup. What's that then? Are you copying a British thing? I didn't get it. Karen, Lisa looks like she's mad at the world in this video. Like she'd rather be anywhere else in the world. I've never seen such an awkward interaction between a mother and a daughter. Strange, isn't it? Well, it's not, because Lisa's a narc and Brooke isn't. That's why it's how it is. Christine, I've got so much to say and so little time. Sorry for being a comment hog. No one's a comment hog. You can comment as much as you want. Trust me, Lisa, you need all the filters you can get after seeing all the wrinkles. Not to mention the sun damage on her neck. Lisa can't possibly have much tongue left after biting it so much during this video. Did you hear her Friday haul video comments? that she didn't really delve into it, but was making it clear that the damage done by SPF is so much more dangerous than the sun itself. Yeah. You didn't forget anything about that eyebrow product, Lisa. You never knew. You have such a limited amount of info and education on all the products that you use. If I hear once more that she's trying things for us, I'll bloody scream. Brooke doesn't wear a mask like you, Lisa. Learn from her, for fuck's sake. Do whatever you want, my ass. Her okays are so reluctant, just in case something goes wrong. I'll give this to Brooke. She did make her mum look younger, but tomorrow she'll be back to the old slutty way. At least she didn't make those disgusting facial expressions. Lisa knows nothing about colour correction. She's got to suck it up all Brooke's errors. She pulls her hair forward so we won't see all the sun damage on her neck and chin area. And last but not least, maybe, Lisa without makeup. Lisa is not very attractive. Not that I'm a fan of her with it on either. Snap. It makes me laugh when people come on here and they say, oh, you could learn from Lisa. And it's like, what? To stick my head in a fucking pot of foundation? No, thank you. Kelly, Brooke needs to stay in her apartment and save her sanity. Brooke needs to run. She needs to get the fuck out of there. Deb, Elizabeth's correct. They are all afraid of aging. Like her. I'm okay with aging gracefully. Yes. Me too. We live in, we age, we die. Let's try to accept this natural life process. But that's it. The people can't. They want to be 25 forever, don't they? LPH, you are getting old whether you're scared or not. Maybe if she focused more on meaningful things instead of shopping, then she might not worry so much about her appearance. I don't think she'll ever stop worrying about her appearance. She was going on about when she lost her hair after having Will today, and it really fucking irritated me. Christine, I've got so many... Oh no, they've posted you twice. Lisa contours her nose to look wider. Haha, that's not what she does. That snoz of hers needs all the help it can get, and that blush on her nose is a great idea. That way she won't look like a white-faced, dark brown body. That's the way it mimics the way sun hits her face. I'm sure I read that backwards, but I know what you were saying. LaDonna, she will put more on when Brooke leaves. Yes, I think she looks better that way instead of all she puts on. Me too. Mrs. Cartwright, the fake lashes and heavy eyeliner age her and give her a weird Andorra look. They do. Everyone's been calling her Andorra for years. Bonnie, I've never had a Refa brush, but I heard they were wonderful. Another company that's really good is Sigma. They aren't that expensive, and I'm pretty sure they ship to the UK. Yeah, Jed got me a set one Christmas, and it's the really thick, dense ones. I love them. You just sit and play with them on your hand for a fortnight. Carol, Lisa looked scared, afraid and cooped out when she saw that teeny tiny amount of foundation. It went downhill. I know, she was so scared about that, wasn't she? Karen, I have criticised Brooke before, but I'm really liking her. She's real and funny. Exactly. When she's let to be, when she's allowed to be herself. Bonnie, well, I'm not trying to be too hateful. But Lisa's side angle looks bad. I wish you could see all that she's way too thin. It makes her look older, especially with that sour face. Exactly. Go and eat some cake, Lisa. Saying this about that. I'm just aging. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of my face. Lol. Snap. I'm with you there. Tammy, same here. Elizabeth, lol. Me neither. There we go. People spend way too much time worrying about what they look like when nobody gives a fuck about how you look 90% of the time. When you're out and about and living your life and you're walking past someone, nobody spends that amount of time fucking obsessing over your looks. Only you do, Lisa. You're the one that sits there and fucking looks women up and down and registers everything they're wearing on their fucking toenail polish. Most people don't do that. And they, oh, everyone does that. No, they don't. Christine, the moron looks really pissed. Doesn't she though? Really, really pissed. Diane, oh, she feckin' hate this. Could have been good crack with her daughter, silly woman. Exactly. She could have had a laugh, but no, she doesn't know how to. Bella, narc Lisa is swallowing Brooke up whole. Using that poor girl something awful. Brooke has no life of her own and is at the beck and call of her mummy dearest. Didn't Brooke go to beauty school? Yes, she did. Approximately a year ago, and received her cosmetology license. And yet, I don't believe she even works because mummy keeps her so busy. Lisa bribes Brooke with vacations and shopping, and what girl would turn that down? Just as long as Brooke toes the line though, and steam irons mummy's clothes and run other mundane errands. It's so sick. Thanks for the real video, Jules. Thank you. Yeah, she said today in the thing, oh, Brooke prefers to wash my brushes with shampoo. I was like, is Brooke doing fucking everything now? Abbey Road. My mum did the same thing with my sister. She retired at 52 to spend more time caring for her, i.e. being at her beck and call. Can you get her out of there? Run in and abduct her one week and get her out into the real world. Lauren. Sad Lisa doesn't let her work and be more independent. Exactly. She had a job. Sassy Doe. Brooke on the dumpkin dime, isn't she though? It's sad though. Saying this about that. Thank you again, George. You're very welcome. Very welcome. Susan, I don't think Lisa looks well. Yep, you're not the first to say that. Susan, that's what I was going to say. She looks almost fragile. Lauren, she is not in control to do 5 layers of foundation, her fake eyelashes, her wing liner. She hates her makeup. Elizabeth, you're very diplomatic. She looks bloody awful. Jar Jar, Lisa's nose reminds me of the child catcher in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I have that song stuck in my head for the rest of the day now. Abbey Road, I just looked it up. Sure does, but more droopy. Sassy, Brooke got cherub nose next to Lisa's beak. Oh, but it gave her that witchy character no matter. Girly Tang, Brooke did an amazing job with the makeup. Wonder how long it lasted before Lisa had to slap on more. Oh, I'd give it at least 30 seconds. Deb, if you feel the need to show the whole world a dirty pillowcase and say that it has makeup and drool on it, then leave it out. No class at all. Yep, none, Deb. Diane, her new channel seems to be getting less stupid people paying and sharing. There'll be nobody soon. Bella, 3816. I heard the most startling word come out of Brooke's mouth, and I had to replay it a few times. Hang on.
Now, to me that's...
I had to replay it a few times to make sure whose mouth the sound was coming from, hers or her mummy's. I heard the word now sounding just like her mummy. Lisa D1. I was kind of shook. Lol. I think it's because she couldn't find what she was looking for, wasn't it? But yeah, I hate it when Lisa does that. It's horrible. Nah, well, it's like just you don't need to fill the air. You're not a fucking DJ. Patricia, she so wants to suck all the youth from Brooke. Lisa's hair is looking extra rough and stringy. Yep, our mothers can sure hurt us emotionally. Sending hugs, Jules. Thank you very much, Patricia. Sending you hugs too. Robin, wow, the filter is out of control. It's so obvious. Susan, Brooke is so pretty with that cute round face, unlike Lisa with her long hollow face. That's the thing, she's trying to be Brooke with her Brooke's cute, young, full face. We'll never have that again. She's young, you're not. Get over it. Abbey Road, Lisa makes the same pouting face my narc mum used to make, same as mine, when I would do her makeup. Haven't spoken to her in nearly 6 years. Well done, Abby. Just don't ever go back. Do you ever sit there and think back to when you did talk to her and shudder? That's all you need to do to remember not to go back there. Don't talk to her ever again. I'm glad you made the break. Elizabeth, sometimes the only way to save yourself is by breaking up with a narcissistic parent, as the relationship is toxic. Hugs. Couldn't have said it better myself, Elizabeth. Totally agree. That's what I had to do for my children and me. Thank you for understanding. That's what it was with me, Abby. My mother started her guilt trip on my son, and that was it. It was like, fuck, no, done, finished, kaput, you've crossed the line. Robin, aloha Jules, aloha Robin. I hope when you're up to doing this video again, I'd love it. Your videos are always so entertaining. Thank you. I will do it. I'm working backwards. So hopefully by the time I get to doing it again, I'll have forgotten what I said the first time. What am I talking about? I've forgotten what I said already. You know what I mean. Lured, she hates the look, doesn't she? Absolutely hates it. Abby, she did a good job. Lisa's Endora eyeliner, nowhere to be seen. I think she did a really good job as well. I thought it was funny when she said she licks her brush. It's like, who hasn't? Really? I know there was a load of people going, Aah! It just made me giggle. I was waiting for Lisa to go into a meltdown. Deb, Endora eyeliner, perfect description. That's what they used to call her on the gossip sites for years, Endora. Melanie, every time I see Lisa with no makeup on, naked, mole rat comes to mind. Google image it. Oh, here we go. Is this going to be horrible? Don't like rats. Ooh! Oh, it's horrible. Oh, poor unfortunate little animal. He didn't have to look like that, did he? Mug. Where was that? But every time I say Lisa, no, I'm not usually mean, but since we're here to share our thoughts, I won't be able to sleep now. I'll have him in my head. On a positive note, I do think Brooke is cute. I do too. Or one of those really ugly hairless cats. Yeah, I love cats, but I can't. So here's a story about a narcissist, right? My mum worked in a pub, and the landlord had 2 Siamese cats, and she had one of the older all-in-one oven cooker things where the door pulled down, and so she used to have the oven on low and the door open so the cats could sit on the door and keep warm. And one day my mum walked past and kicked the door shut, and then the 2 cats came screeching out of the oven, running around the house, and the landlady was like, what happened to the cats? My mum's like, And she tells that story over and over and over and over and laughs, howls laughing about it. Sassy. Yep, cute as a button here, comfy sweats and the roll out of bed headlocks, not pretentious. Where is that natural North Carolina drawl? Did she have vocal training? Sharon, does she sleep in makeup? Yuck. She naps, doesn't she? Even though she says she doesn't nap. Elizabeth, yes, so she can wake up pretty like a model off duty. Yeah, because John would have a heart attack if she didn't. Hannah, wait until you're 60, Lisa. That's a whole other story. I don't know why she's so scared of it. Do you know when I freaked out? Turning 30. I don't know what it was about turning 30. It freaked me out, no end. I was saying, I'm old. And it's like, then like 40, 50, I'm 2 years off 60. I'm like, meh. But 30, I couldn't cope with it at all. Lisa Marie. The skin on her chest and arms looks so sun damaged. I wonder if she has the brains to go to the dermatologist once a year for a complete body skin check. Nah, she's too stupid to do that. She goes to get fucking injections and lip plumpers and God knows what else, but I don't think they check her skin. Lynn, so sorry for Brooke. Lisa, stand down. You will never look as good as your young daughter. Just try to age gracefully. At ease, Lisa. Susan, what a bitch. Her daughter is so sweet and Lisa's just horrible. Yep. The more people who wake up and see this, the better it'll be. Nicole, lol, Jules, thanks for making me laugh. You're a gem. Thank you. Can't respond to this idiot. Sorry, she's just not a pretty girl. Sophie, Lisa is what we call a bumpkin. It's like a hillbilly. She has a bumpkin speech, the most low-class speech in the US. She's a country bumpkin. I love that word. Lisa, hi Jules, hi. I'm trying to understand why Lisa bothers you so much. Everybody is different. Maybe you don't understand her actions because you are different than her. I have watched many of Lisa's videos and I get the impression that she may not be very happy with herself, for reasons we may never know. I do believe that she loves her children, but she has that icy, somewhat guarded personality. Now, it's not an icy, guarded personality, Lisa. She's a narcissist. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that we only see these videos. We really don't know what her life is like. My mother always shopped, and it was because that really was the only thing that made her happy. I feel sorry for people like that. I'm just curious on why you feel the way you do about her. No disrespect. None taken. I don't like narcissists, Lisa. And I can see it from the viewpoint of someone that was raised by a narcissist. I can see what she's doing. And the way she's treating her children and her husband is wrong. She doesn't care about them. She does. She puts on the show, oh, I love my babies. No, she doesn't. She likes being able to say, I've got 2 children, they're this age. Oh, I don't look old enough to have children that age, do I? My daughter, Brooke, who's 24. Stick around for a bit, Lisa. Watch a few videos and you might understand. It's not the shopping. It's not that I'm jealous that she shops. I dare say shopping is the only thing that brings her joy. Great. But you don't go on a family holiday and drag your family around the shops. Why not leave them at the entertainment place in wherever it was at Disney and you go shop on your own if that's what you want to do? But she can't because she's top dog. She'll always be top dog and no one is as important as her in that house. I have a video on my channel. It's got a big question mark if you search under the Lisa videos, and that tells you a lot about her past and why I don't like her. That might give you a few more ideas as to why I do these videos. Deb, Jules made it perfectly clear why this narcissistic mother and daughter interaction triggers her and most everyone else here. Because Lisa is a fake scamming grifter. Yep. Your comment is a valid one. Some of us on Jules' channel were subs of Lisa when she first started, so had some type of like for her. Yeah, I did too. I watched her at the start and liked her until the hurricane killed people in the neighbouring town, and she came on and she went, oh, the weather was terrible, it was raining and my pot plants blew over. Not a mention of the people that had died. However, through the years we've seen how much of a grifter and narcissist she's become, so we unsubscribed from Lisa's channel. I like to watch Lisa's hauls, but only on Jules's channel. For all it's worth, this is my opinion. I hope she sees this. Should I leave a message? I should really, because not everybody's going to know. Bay, I hate when Lisa says okay when it's really not okay. She just can't talk. She should just have subtitles and keep her mouth shut. Just have a thing, or get AI to do it. They wouldn't even. An AI thing is annoying, but it wouldn't be as annoying as her. Susan, to Lisa, looking skinny and youthful is all that matters in life. She wouldn't know a real problem if it bit her on her bony ass. Exactly. Now I've got Boney M singing in my head. K-pops, makeup artists, they are not. They are just makeup consumers, and no amount of consumption makes up for a lack of skill and talent. Alex Anel is exceptionally talented, isn't she? She's not at all about new products. She'll feature great products, but she's not hoarding every new release rather, and pushing endless purchasing. I am not totally turned off makeup videos. Too many naturally pretty people with zero artistry buying loads of product, endlessly searching for the new perfect thing. Oh yeah, too many people like Lisa and her daughter. Yeah, I love people like, what's her name again, Alex, because you could give her Claire's makeup and she would look stunning because she knows what she's doing. That's the difference. Pure artistry. Hannah, Brooke might have a certification, but she's definitely no makeup artist. What you do with your powder puff before baking is rubbing it in the lid of the powder container or on your hands so it spreads nicely. Yeah, I didn't get why she was blowing it off on the floor and that. It's like that you're just wasting product there, but anyway, who am I? Carolina, she actually looks so much better without those heavy eyeliner and fake lashes, but I think she won't keep her new look. I can tell she hated every minute of it. She was trying to make out she loved her new look today in the hall one, and it's like, no you don't, you lying toad. Beguile me, she couldn't just sit there and enjoy the time with her daughter. The life coach that wants to tell women how they should live their best life cannot live in the moment. Isn't that the truth? Sassy, she needs to lie on a psychiatrist's sofa. Oh, he'd get up and run, or she. Deb, the do what I say, not as I do coach. That's so true. Actually, she has several times, but the psychiatrist wasn't ready to learn, so therapy ended. Oh, you're funny, Elizabeth. Susan, Lisa is in competition with her daughter. She may not even realise it, but she is. It's almost as though Brooke's youth is a trigger for Lisa. She saw that Brooke's makeup was better than hers in the Nordstrom video, and now she's determined to copy her, ignoring the fact that she can copy the makeup brush stroke for stroke, but it's not going to look the same as it does on young skin. Lisa, you can put makeup on a pig, but at the end of the day it still looks like a pig. Elizabeth, true, or in this case a hog. Sassy, well, she is so enamoured with all the young pretty things she stalks on YouTube. I'm enjoying the real family interaction. Well, sort of. Lisa Link hoeing is boring. It's all about the money though, isn't it? Me again, I love it when people do that. I'm back. One more thing. Can you imagine us lot having afternoon tea together or something? The people in that serving us, they go deaf because we'd never shut up. Oh, and ooh. I think Brooke did a pretty good job on Lisa considering what she had to work with, especially the eyes. She did a lovely eyeliner. To me, she actually made Lisa look younger by the end of the process. She did, Susan. Everybody's been saying that, but of course Lisa won't like it. Penelope, she seemed so depressed during this one, didn't she? Because she thought by the end she was going to look like Brooke, and she didn't. Susan, at the 9:08 mark, Brooke has to physically turn Lisa's face away from the camera. Yeah, I was watching that. Can you just? I'm trying to do your face. Okay. Yeah.
And what are we using? We're using the Giorgio Armani's Fab.
It's like, stop looking at yourself and just let me put your makeup on. I could almost hear the voice in Lisa's head say, but they won't see me if I turn away. Elizabeth, lol, big mistake. She has to look at herself continuously, doesn't she though? Susan, Brooke, do what you would do, but Brooke actually looks hesitant around Lisa, like she's looking for her approval. Brooke, if you're reading this, your mother is only learning things now in her 50s that you already know in your 20s. You don't need her or anybody else's approval. Be yourself, and to hell with what others think. And get the fuck out of Dodge. Elizabeth, well said. Eventually, I believe Brooke will see the light and make her own life. I do hope so. I hope it's not as late as me. I really do. Sassy, Brooke will move from steam girl to wheel mama into the gold-plated shower. She said here, you're my mum. It's the Christian upbringing. Nah, she loyal girl. Love her mama, dearest to the end. This, she might. I'm hoping she learns and runs. Susan, no need to do it again, Jules. With Lisa, it's the same shit, just a different day. There was one bit in it though where she sounded like Gollum, so I want to do it again just for that, because it was so weird. Sophie, if you look at the thumbnail, Lisa's face appears to have physical markers common to people who have mutations in their DNA chromosomes. An eye that goes in the opposite direction, face, head shape, etc. These mutations can be a result of inbreeding or a braided bloodline. Lisa also seems a bit slow, with tangential word salads within her thinking processes. She might also have offspring who show similar traits, similar to Utah Mormon population. People have said it, that her German line was inbred or something. I don't know what it is. Elizabeth, inbred. Yes, I think you're right. It was very common here in the past for cousins to marry as a way to keep the money in the family, but now it's forbidden, as unfortunately resulted in both physical and mental disabilities. That's sad. Hannah, they are from Germany, but indeed there was a lot of inbred. User quo. She looks really bitchy and pissed off, doesn't she though? Elizabeth, probably because she was. She's used to being the queen, lol. Sassy, she just seems subdued to me and swallowing her bitter pill. Those filters can only fool people for so long. Lauren, wow, the jealousy shows this was weird to watch. She made a face when she saw herself. Yep. Deb, Lisa, it's just makeup, dumbass. You don't have to dodge the brushes or spray or question Brooke's every move. Unlike your facial and breast surgeries, it's not permanent. Exactly. Why can't you just sit back, close your eyes and let her do her thing? Matt, I can't take Lisa seriously with her hair pinned back like that, lol. User UK, love your videos. Would you be able to do it again? I hope so. I'll go back after I've done the haul. There's another one, and then I'll go back and do that one because I'll have forgotten it by then. So, Melanie, thank God that's on Patreon. Imagine if you had to do reaction videos for all of that guff. Can you imagine? I would want more than $25 a month to do that, I can assure you. Holly Hallmark, I love that name. Those poor women. This proves she isn't rich. That's what everyone says. I'd love a house like that. Hannah, Brooke should have dusted that powder off with the vacuum cleaner, twat. Cynthia, Justin, Lisa is watching Jules. She spoke lately about if you don't like a mess, don't have children. And in this Mama Brooke video, you can see how much she hates what her own offspring has done to her life. Lisa's expressions are not to be hidden, no matter how hard she tries. And her inability to see that Brooke is trying to subconsciously tell her mama that she wants her to look like a normal mama, not a whore. And Lisa cannot tolerate this experience. Her tone of voice, the tension in her face, her comments all show that she cannot stand looking like herself. Her mask is mandatory. Lisa is a study in personality disorders. At the end there is no, nada, none, zero joy in her voice. Get out, Brooke. Lisa will never do this again. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maria, sorry. Yes, girl, I saw the video. She made a comment about people saying she doesn't buy her son clothes and stuff. Lol. Did I miss that one? Sassy, she is the damsel of delusion, more damage control to soothe her fragile and maniacal soul. She's in denial of her faults and afraid to even acknowledge her baby's special needs publicly. Instead, she drops hints when it suits her fancy, and serves her own purpose. She's also hard up for content. Isn't she though? Cynthia, her pat is going to fall off the cliff. Patreon, sorry. I'm thinking, what's that short for? And it will be so obvious that her YouTube sub increase is the result of bought bots. I saw that Cackle Reviews Beauty only charges $1 for her Patreon, and she's like an encyclopedia on why makeup does this and that. Lisa was in her YouTube Patreon honeymoon period, but as people share the info on this idiot woman, thank you Jules, there is a small chance she will get the help she so desperately needs. I would not want to suffer her lows and her highs. Perhaps she's manic. Thank you, Cynthia. Cole, who are these people? Are you going to watch my comments video? Shall I put it in a thing? wigging out. The dynamic between Lisa and Brooke is the exact same as between Laurie and Burke. The kids are both quiet and soft-spoken around their mothers, and their mothers interrupt and cannot stand to share the spotlight with their kids. You ask any child of a narc, that's how it is. They're number one. They're the one everyone wants to talk to. They're the one everyone wants to listen to. No one's interested in what you're saying. They just talk over you and belittle you. So in the end, you give up talking. Peg, what is that burn mark on her arm? It's a bruise, Peg. She did say how she got it, but I can't remember now. It was when she was on holiday. I don't know what she did, but it doesn't look good, does it? My gran had them. It's like... It looks like a blood blister thing under the skin. Sorry. There's a name for them, but I can't think what it is now. But it's usually very old, poorly people that get them. Mrs. Cartwright, before she lost the weight, her face was more shaped like Brooke's. I wish you could see how it's aged her. Not saying she shouldn't eat healthy, but she does not look healthy or youthful like she used to before the weight loss. I think she had a better figure before as well, but that's just my opinion. I agree with you. I think all this weight loss looks really bad on her, but she can't see that. Maria, love you, Jules. Thank you. No brain scarecrow Lisa wants to make sure everyone knows all about her makeup is high end. Brooke doesn't give a fuck shit about the tag price. I think eating all that meat has depleted most of all of Lisa's brain cells. I can't wait for you to review the Palm Springs, Florida video. Make sure you have a bottle of vodka. Right. I suggest you get a punching clown and put a picture of her face. Hell is too hot for us to go there because of this. Have a good name to call her. We haven't called her so far. Okay, my beautiful friends, let's find that word. We've gone through every word in the dictionary near enough, haven't we? Since Jules said it's okay to comment more than once, here it goes. Lisa really looks depressed, downcast, speaks slower and sounds off. I truly believe John was or is having an affair. There's no way this chick has so much richness and looks miserable and depressed. Now ladies, pray for me so I don't go to hell for speaking against her empty soul. I think she was just she's looking at Brooke and thinking, I'm never going to look like that again. That's what pissed her off. Oh, was that that's the video I was telling that lady about, but I don't know, I can't remember who it was now. Lisa. If you're still here, Lisa, this is the video that you should watch. When Brooke is saying she would just use this one colour out of the palette, Lisa says, well, just do it, while shaking her head no. Her body language says everything. If you say you're a qualified life coach, wouldn't you have to supply your credentials as proof? You would hope so. You wouldn't go in and have someone do Botox on you if they didn't have qualifications. So why would you have someone mess with your mind if they don't know what they're talking about? JMJ. All of this is true. I've watched her from the beginning. Thank you very much for backing me up. James. Lisa and groupies were probably jumping up and down once you said you're not going to do it again. The feminine energy is coming after you. Beware. Oh, well, I am going to do it again, so that'll piss them off, won't it? Anyone on the naughty step? Oh, there's a few. Run for your lives. I had the same mum as you, Jules. My confidence was destroyed by her put downs. It affects me to this day, although not as bad as it once did. I see a similar jealousy dynamic with Lisa and her daughter, and it's sad, isn't it? And our parents have no clue what they did to us. Zsa, she's such a control freak that she's incapable of enjoying her daughter. You can also see how jealous she is. What a self-centered arsewipe. I'm disgusted by her. Christine, she's so jealous of her daughter's youth, isn't she though? Amanda, she wasn't enjoying this at all. Her face says everything. She was trying to control her every move. It's a bit of a mystery why she's suddenly involved in Brooke, but clearly, as Brooke has quite a full face, doing what she does on herself would not work on an older model hollowed face. Her dramatic reaction to things does make me wonder how romantic time with John goes. I had read that one, hadn't I? Elizabeth, unfortunately she's jealous of her younger, prettier daughter, and it's so sad. It surely is. Jane, I'm so sorry. No, I read that. It's this. It seems to be I had so much trauma and shame when I grew up, and my mum was very jealous and would gaslight me. I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and have anxiety, etc. I tried my best not to do anything like that to my daughters. That's the thing, Charlene. We draw the line and we do things different, and I'm sending you gentle hugs. See? Look what they do to us. And they go on living their life oblivious, and then we have people telling us we're wrong for breaking away from them. Jane, looking at dumb fuck and compared to her daughter, you can see how much work she's had done. The whole face shape is distorted. It's a very dangerous set of circumstances when a mother is jealous of her daughter. It's a concept I know existed, but one that would never enter my mentality. My adult children are my life. Levanity, she sure is looking rough. She's trying to look like Brooke. She's seething with jealousy over how good Brooke looked in her video. Yep. Right, we had that one. Let's go back and make sure they've gone. They have. And no one's commented since. So we got to the end, folks, and if you got here with me, thank you very much, and I hope to see you all in the next one.